Hello guys, welcome back to another video lesson. Today we are going to study about network devices. In previous sessions, you have studied about MAN, LAN, and PAN, and also you have learned about the advantages and disadvantages. So today we will going to learn network devices. I think most of you are familiar with the network devices, but let's talk more about these devices, because if you search, if you find information about any device, you need study more. I mean, you can find more information on internet. Network hardware or network device, also known as network equipment or computer networking devices. It doesn't matter. Some person says that it is a network hardware. Some person says it's a network device, or some says it's network about the. Okay, let's finish this. Network equipment. These are different names. Don't confuse that. What's network equipment, what's network hardware, or what's another network. So first of all, please write your name. At the next lesson, we will going to study about the Cisco packet tracer. For right now, we should focus on another thing. And here what we have: network hardware or network equipments are electronical devices. I mean, everything is in here, it's electronical, which are required for communication. It means why we use these hardwares? For communications and interactions. It means communication and interaction both are the same between devices on a computer network. For example, you want to use printers, you want to use the routers, you want to use the switches, bridges, everything. Especially they mediate data transmissions in a computer. So the first thing that I remember, I think in last here, Zohed defined about the network interface card. He had a full information about the interface card. So today I'm going to recover, have a conclusion about network interface cards. And here, what's a network interface card? A network interface controller is a computer hardware component that connects a computer to a computer network. It means if you want to join two computers, if you want to connect two computers, so you need what? You need this network interface card or NIC. Most of the times we call it NIC. We don't call it network interface card because it's a little bit lengthy. So just call it NIC, network interface card. Early network interface controls, this is the controller. Controls were commonly implemented on expansion cards that plug into a computer bus. When we have a network interface cards, you use the network interface card in your laptops, as I use mostly at homes because I'm teaching. I need a powerful internet that using the Wi-Fi. I use the network interface card because when I connect the line, it we can say it works faster than the Wi-Fi. So this is the card that you use in every computer for connecting the network, and this is the model of the link. Another access point that we have in here, what's access point? We have network interface card, and what's access point? In a computer networking, a wireless, let's use a highlighter in here. In a computer networking, a wireless access point, or more generally just access point, we can say access point, is a networking hardware device that allows other Wi-Fi devices to connect to a wired network. So at the Cardon High School or Cardon University, most of the times you see that we use Wi-Fi because we go to different classes for teaching, and for taking the attendance we need Wi-Fi, and most of the students have Wi-Fi in their homes. They use this is an access point. I mean, if you want to connect to the internet, exactly you need access point. I mean, wireless access point. The AP or access point usually connects to a router has a standalone device. For connecting a modem or access point, sometimes we need a router. Why we need a router? Because a router is a standalone device, but it can also be an integral component of the router itself, or it can be used as a part of router. Router strengthen the quality of Wi-Fi. For example, you want to increase the length of Wi-Fi or increase the area for using Wi-Fi. In this case, you need a router. I could find different pictures. Let's open the internet and use, wow, this is the connecting a device. Let's close this, open our network, open a sheet in here. I closed my options a little bit. For example, I write router devices, names, router, roles in networking, routers manager, routes ID, router device method. You can find lots of information about the router. And here I want just find about image. You want to find about how many types of the routers do we have. These are different routers. Some of the modems have both, as you have explained it in last year, that we use Wi-Fi and router. I mean, the new versions have such a ability that we use both of them. We use a router and also Wi-Fi both in one device. But you can find these are the routers, and most of times you can see the link. It's a good router. I mean, the name is very famous. TP-Link, D-Link are famous routers that you can use it. And in here you can see this picture shows that why we used a router, why we use a connecting device by the name of router. Let's full screen. Your connection isn't private. You mean maybe there's some problems about this site? Attackers might try. Okay, I don't want the attackers try my access my computer. So let's go back. Navida is also going to join the Zoom. Let me click back. I will explain in this picture because there are sites that I don't have interest in. It is a router. In here you see one link. You can connect to remote network. You can connect switches. By the switches you can connect the servers. You can collect the clients. And this is the router that you can collect other hub, switch, media by the help of a router. Router connects the switches, and it is the core point. It is the core point of our network. It means router is very important for us because this client wants to access to this client. I mean, when it accesses the switch search this computer. There is no, for example, PC number 2. So it's PC number 1. It has the router that I want to connect to the PC number 2. So this router has the switch. You say here is it. And this computer can connect via the router because routers has the ID or IP of every and each computer. This is the matter that you should have information about the IP addresses. Then we will connect the switches, then we connect the routers. If you don't have information about the IP addresses, then we can connect the clients with switches, with routers. This is the homework for you guys that search about the IP addresses, that why I installed the Cisco Packet Tracer, because we can create such a network. So you need to know about the IP addresses. Okay, this is the picture of the routers. You can see there are all different types of routers, and routers is the core point which we can use for accessing. And the symbol of router in networking is this, because come and go. It's like cloud. And we use this links if you want to find these routers. It's very good router, but the cost is high, but it works very well. It can broadcast the Wi-Fi in a length, a high length, so you can use it. You can see there are different routers. If you search routers. So let's discuss about the other devices in networking. And header, we have hub. You can see hub switch to the routers. A hub, also called a network hub, is a common connection point for devices. It's a common is a network. Hubs are devices commonly used to connect segment of a LAN. I mean, we use hub for what? For connecting the clients, the computers in a LAN. The app contains multiple ports. I will show the big picture in here, but unfortunately this picture is a little bit small. When a packet arrives at one port, it is copied to the other port so that all segments of the LAN can see all the packets. I mean, what does it mean? It means when we have, sorry for spell, hub, when we have hub just connect simple computer simple segments. This is the picture of some hubs. Some of you say, oh, what's this USB port use? It's an hub. You can join the computers. When we use in big networks, maybe I can find a networking image, or I will create a network. Doesn't matter. I'm trying to use hubs, the image to find the hubs. Okay. I think there's not information about the hubs. Okay, I will define. This is the hub. When this is the pretend that it's a computer. This computer connects with this port. This computer connects with this port. This computer connects with this port. This computer or client connects with this port. If a computer, this computer wants to send information to all these computers, it sends the signal to this port, and this hub take the device and broadcast to all the ports. I mean, all the computers at the same time can receive the message from this computer. If this computer wants to send a file into the hub, and hub tries to send the files in different computers at the same time. But it's not more popular as switches, because sometimes we don't need such a broadcasting. We want to send information from PC1 to PC2, not all the PCs that are connected to the hub. This is the delicate point that you should consider about it. Just a hub is a simple network device that connects the devices, and it be used in LANs, not in WANs. So let's talk a little bit about the router. As you see that picture, what a router exactly do. As I have told you, that router is a core point. So a router is a networking device that forwards data, which is used for forwarding data. This data is called packets. It creates packets. Well, forward data packets between computer networks, and routers perform the traffic directing functions on internet. It means when we have different computers, different connections, a computer sends a data to a router, and this router controls and manage which data should send to the which computer in which time. I mean the managing of the scheduling of the sending and controlling of the packets is very important and is done by the router. Computer router. Routers perform a traffic directing functions on network. Data sent through the internet, such as a web page or an email. It is the form of data packets. And everything that we are downloading and everything that we are sending to our computer, so it's what it is packets. For example, pretend right now I'm teaching in Zoom and you're at home receiving the audio and video and also my sound. What's it? Exactly, these are called packets because the Zoom creates a video and also it creates the packets from my voice and it will send through the network devices your homes and you can receive everything from me. We are what? We are these network devices. Okay, and these are question was a little bit easy. If you want to find more information, it has lots of information about the routers. Just write routers roles, router management, and there are different routers from different companies. You can find it. I hope you can solve your question or any problem. So I will stop the record. You can ask the question you face on.